Back to our top story, and the man who leaked secret information about a U.S. surveillance program, Edward Snowden, comes from a line of famous whistleblowers. Let's take a look at some of them. Mark Felt, otherwise known as Deep Throat. He was an FBI agent who leaked details on the Watergate scandal, and that led to the end of Richard Nixon's presidency in the 1970s. Daniel Ellsberg was a U.S. military analyst who revealed the Pentagon Papers in the 1970s. That's a secret document on how the White House misled the public about the Vietnam War. And more recently, of course, there's Bradley Manning. He became the soldier behind one of the largest leaks of classified data in history, and he's being court-martialed for giving thousands of documents to WikiLeaks, including classified information on the wars in Iraq and in Afghanistan. Well, we have with us Christopher Pyle. He's a former whistleblower, and he's a professor of constitutional law and civil liberties at Mount Holyoke College. He's joining us now from Springfield in Massachusetts. Good to have you with us. So, through your own disclosures back in the 70s of the U.S. Army spying on civilians, you managed to get an entire Army intelligence command unit, in fact, shut down. Seeing what's happening with Snowden, besides just starting a public debate, what do you think will happen? I mean, will we see a revision, a change, an end to such surveillance programs on the internet and the telephone?
It's very difficult to predict the future, but this is a very serious problem. The National Security Agency is out of control, and perhaps Americans this time will be outraged. I certainly hope so.
But could the government, Christopher, now put even tighter controls on who can access classified information?
It can try, but Congress has generally resisted making the disclosure of classified information a crime because so much of the government's information is classified, and Congress depends on leaks as much as the American people does. So I'm not sure that Congress will tighten the controls any further. That said, many members of Congress will criticize Mr. Snowden for his disclosures, but they won't make it much more difficult.
All right, and what will happen to Snowden himself? The Obama administration still remaining tight-lipped on what they plan to do. What do you think will happen? And Christopher, from a legal perspective, has anything Snowden done, in fact, illegal?
Well, I think that it's quite clear that he has disclosed top-secret information, and that can lead to a prosecution. But first they have to extradite him to an American jurisdiction. And it's not clear to me they can do that because the extradition treaty between the United States and Hong Kong has a political offense exception to it. And he may very well argue that this is a political offense and not something that Hong Kong should be facilitating.
And for Obama himself, Christopher, I mean, this is a president and this is an administration who campaigned for pro-transparency. What do you think the fallout will be for Obama once all the noise dies down?
I think it's extremely damaging to Obama because he's going to lose a good deal of the support from the base of his party, people who elected him thinking he would defend civil liberties. And we're getting very tired in this country of his failure to do that, his failure to prosecute the torturers, the failure to explain and disclose his claimed legal base for the drone attacks. The American public, and particularly the base of the Democratic Party, is getting very unsatisfied with Barack Obama.
All right, thank you very much. That's Christopher Pyle joining us from Massachusetts.